Today I am skating what is often called the absolute worst combination, which is a deck that's pretty much not been skated. This is a freshie that I got when I was out in Long Beach, California just a couple weeks ago, and a brand new pair of shoes, which to some skaters is arguably the worst combination, a new shoe and a new setup. But I haven't been skating. I have actually been sick, so my voice is still a little bit off if you haven't noticed, which is why today I'm actually going to just talk about kind of my favorite pair of shoes, the shoes that I'm wearing, and really just work through the absolute basics of freestyle, stuff that to me feels like a basic, building blocks to harder tricks that I want to be working on this summer. And yeah, that's it. Let's start. The ground and slant of this parking lot always makes warming up with footwork very difficult, so I think I'm actually going to skip my typical warm-up and just play around with simpler tricks and skills instead. One of the things that I absolutely love about new shoes for freestyle skateboarding is that typically the rubber on my sole, I tend to try to find slightly grippier rubbery shoes, and the rubber on the sole always hooks for basically a lot of the graphic side trick variations that we do, so you get really good hooks for something like a kickflip, a freestyle kickflip. Personally, I tend to be more of a fan of vulcanized shoes, which just means the sole is made out of two pieces, a rubber bottom, and then a rubber wrap around it. And that tends to be my preference. They tend to be a bit more flexible right out of the box. You get a lot of good board feel. The sole itself tends to be a little bit thinner on a lot of these models, and these are actually probably my favorite Volk shoes I've ever skated are the Louis Lopez Pros from Converse. I feel like Converse has gotten quite a bit more popular recently. I feel like I all of a sudden the last couple months have just seen people everywhere skating Converse. This is actually my second pair because I do skate the DKL non-abrasive rubber grip tape still for the most part. The first pair still works and I still can skate them when I want to. But these are on an awesome sale at the time, so I picked up a color that I didn't have and kind of refreshed my freestyle skateboarding shoes because that's what I like these the most for. I tend to like mids a little bit more than highs. These are supposed to be mids, though they're quite tall in my opinion, but they give a little bit of extra protection for my ankle, a little bit of extra protection typically in the tongue. They're a very thin shoe, but they offer just enough protection, just enough little extras that I would rather skate these than other shoes. They're just kind of a pretty good medium for me. It is summer though, so people are doing yard work if you're curious what the sudden noises are. not cars, yards. As far as my current freestyle setup goes, I am still skating the Waltz 7.6 spoon nose. Now I have the Mike Osterman Pro graphic, and I also got my hands on the brand new graphic for the Waltz wheels, which are the Jaws. So they're pretty cool. I did need to refresh my wheels, so it was good timing that I happened to be going to Long Beach, and Mike hooked me up with these. I also do have the decal grip, like I said. When it comes to freestyle, I have one board with it, one board without it, but I hate cutting my fingers, and that's pretty much what sold me on this. I can grab it all I want, as many finger flips as I want, my hands aren't going to bleed, and that's really what I like the most about it. I think that I already got a little bit carried away with my warm-up, and I've already been skating a little bit too hard, so I'm just gonna full on jump in and work on whatever I want. I just want to play today. I don't really have many plans. I'm not gonna practice for the US Open today. Just want to play and get back on my board, and probably stretch. I think I should stretch before I do anything else. I am a little bit bummed about that toe touch, but at the moment, beggars can't be choosers. I'm going to take it so I can move on to some more tricks. There was a fun little surprise battle, and yeah, actually this session's going a little bit better than I expected it to. I technically did skate once last week. It only lasted about 30 minutes. I was still so sick. Well, I thought I was getting better, but I really wasn't, and just didn't have a good time at all. So I was a little bit worried about today's session, but it's actually been going really well. I'm having a lot of fun. I almost didn't come out today, but I'm glad I did. I think I've said this so many times. I just very rarely regret coming out, so having fun. And I mean, like, as far as the shoes go, they feel great. They don't have a long break-in period for me. Volks in general break in faster in my experience, and then these feel really good pretty quickly, maybe less than 30 minutes, less than 20 minutes. They're already feeling pretty good. So I'm excited to be skating these new shoes. I think they look sick. I love them. They actually do. The cute thing is that they come with extra laces, and although I very rarely use the extra laces, they were very much appreciated by my cat. She loves them. So it's a win in my book. Truth be told though, even though these are technically my favorite Volk sole that I've skated, I'm not that picky about shoes. I really can just skate kind of whatever, even if I have preferences. I'll just skate. Honestly, recently I've just been enjoying skating the colorway of shoes that I think fits my outfit. I've felt really good color matching the last year or so. So have a couple shoes that I kind of like and then try to color match with what I'm wearing. Most days, or some days, like when I feel like it. I'm getting a lot better at that impossible wrap, which is exciting. I wish I had more time and stamina to work on it today, but I think I'm actually just going to stop here on a fail no less. I really don't mind. I felt like I gave it my all in the last couple tries, so it's really time to go home and stretch, maybe do a little bit of physical therapy to work on my lower body since, like I said, I haven't been skating, so probably should ease a bit more into it rather than dive back into it. But yeah, I think I skated pretty well considering I had a pretty close to fresh setup and, well, wheels, board, skids, and brand new shoes that I've never skated or worn before. So felt really good. I personally don't think it's the worst combination ever, especially if you skate DKL grip tape. The non-abrasive stuff works a lot better with a fresh sheet and brand new shoes. But in general, I'm really not super picky. I know that I've gone through a bit of the board badness myself, but at the end of the day, I've kind of realized I can skate most things to an extent. So I'm really not as picky as maybe I come across sometimes. I'm really happy to skate what is ever under my feet and on my feet. So this wasn't really a special video of any kind. I just kind of wanted to film a little bit of skating, just kind of chilling in the parking lot. I haven't done that in a while. So I hope you're doing well, and maybe I'll see you next time.